Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I am coming to you guys earlier today. You guys know I was going to wait to 9 o'clock to do the show, but I just could not do it. I could not do it. You know what? We may have to do a double show. If you guys think we should do a double show today on Miss Marjorie, press 5. So I saw a video clip of Marjorie recently and I was disgusted. I was disgusted. She's up there talking to Dr. Fauci. And you know, her, MAGA, and the Trumps, they cannot stand Dr. Fauci because they believe that he was the reason why they didn't get something. You know what I'm saying? They blamed a whole bunch of it on Dr. Fauci and the Covina. You know, God had his plan all in this, okay? Ooh, they so mad. But anyway, she says, well, I'm not going to address him as a doctor because I feel that, honey, we don't care about your feelings. And the thing with me is this, she was so loud. She was so arrogant. She was so ghetto. And do you think her clear men tell her, you know what? You need to sit down. Why don't you be easy? Why don't you try acting like a lady? Not they don't do that. But when a black woman does it, her black men, oh, you acting like a man. Why you acting so ratchet? Why you acting so ghetto? Can y'all please tell me why is that? Huh? Huh? And it's like, nigga, why ain't you manning up? Why ain't you competing with other men? Stop competing with women and compete with other men for the top spot. Okay. You been a bottom feeder. Okay. So I'm so happy when I see girls like Jasmine speaking up and especially for herself because her own people will have her sit down with her legs between her legs and gain no respect because her black men ain't gonna respect her and nobody else is either. So let's continue on, and I want to play these clips that's going around. And recently, she just said something about George Floyd. I have yet to see that, but she compares him. She says the title says that okay, we have our convicted felon, which is Trump, while the Democrats have their convicted felon that they worship, which is George Floyd. If that's not racist, if that's not a disrespect, and these are the mindset of the people of the MAGA crowd. This is the mindset of the people that's going to fill the White House and they're going to force their beliefs on everybody. It will be doomsday. Make no mistake about it. If it was their way, they would have came out here on the news and say George Floyd died from smoking some drugs. He died and everything was just, and they will continue to have law enforcement do crimes like they've been doing and getting away with it. And they will use black people like Candace Owens to push their narrative to make it seem like, see, black people agree with this shit. No, the hell we don't. Okay. So I do have the phone lines up and I do have the chat up, and I want you guys to call in and chime in on this. And do you guys think that we should do a double today? Because I know this live, it's not going to ring out to notifications. You know, YouTube, they sends out 3 notifications a day. This live is not. So it really needs the people to like this video. If y'all have not liked, I'm going to need y'all to like. You guys know I am under a mega cloud. Before I started talking about politics, which was a week or 2 ago, I was under a very mega crowd, meaning that a lot of my fan base were mega. So they are outraged what I'm doing now. They're emailing me and say, oh my goodness, you're spelling misinformation. You're trying to race bait. Telling the truth about history is race baiting. And see, I kind of blame myself because for a while I said, oh no, I can't talk about politics on my channel. I'm not talking about politics on my channel. I don't want to talk about race. I can't talk about race. And when you do that, you might be inviting racists to sit up there on your porch. You might be inviting the people that really hate your ass to sit up on your porch, okay? So now you bring the truth, and they are having outrage. And the algorithm is still stuck. I'm still stuck in the mega crowd. So I have to continue to keep doing this content. I need to get supported in order to get out of it. Okay. So you may see a lot of people with the mega flags. That's because I guess I switched. Okay. Oh my goodness, child. It is something up here. So I'm going to click this. You know what? Let's just see what she said about George Floyd first, since it's right here and I'm curious and I haven't seen it yet.
In that room? No, absolutely not. I mean, everything I said is correct. It's how the American people feel. It's what we know to be a fact.
Okay, can y'all stop that? It's what that's a lie. It's not what American people feel. How many Americans do we have in this chat? Press 1 if you're America, okay? And press 2 if you disagree with what she's saying. America does not agree with her. And these are the lies that she continues to push in their whole party. Stop that lie right there. I wish somebody... Stop the lies. Stop the lies. But all they do is lies and confuse and put out misinformation. Because that's a damn lie, okay?
It's all the evidence has been proven true. We have Jamie Raskin in there accusing us of worshiping Trump. Worshiping as a...
You do. I want to ask y'all a question. Do the MAGA, do they worship Trump? Press 5 if they worship Trump. You have mega people that's willing to take their lives out of here because he was convicted of wrongdoing. That is worship. You have people out here, they are painting their face blue, red, with horns on their head. That is worship, okay? You got people that is taking penitentiary chances because Trump lost. That is a form of worship. And you do have pastors. Pastor says these Christians today in America is what he said. They are blasphemous because they are idolizing Trump. Ain't nobody should have that much effect on you where you crying, you willing to take penitentiary chances because of a man that you would never meet, you don't even know. Something wrong with that picture. Shit, the damn's not going like that towards Biden. Something wrong with that picture.
Felon. Well, yeah, so is George Floyd. And everybody... And
what? I know, what? Oh, what? George Floyd. How long ago was George Floyd? This bitch still thinking about George Floyd. And that's the thing about them. They ain't gonna never forget. Civil War, they lost that war. They ain't gonna never forget. The problem with y'all black folks, y'all forget real quick. Y'all forget about y'all history. Y'all forget about slavery shit. Y'all forget about just a couple years ago, it was segregation. Y'all forget and y'all just don't know. Y'all don't know y'all history. And that's what's really messing it up. Okay? Nope. And I can say it all day, but shit, you ain't gonna know it. Ooh-wee. I tell you, if you don't know your history, you bound to make the same mistake. If you don't know you bound. Hello. And I'm still learning. Shit. I'm still learning. I know she didn't say that. Did y'all hear what she said?
Too, the media worship George Floyd. Democrats worship George Floyd. There were riots burning down the fucking country.
Why she got such much nasty language? Are you serious? This is Congress. What decorum? Now, if it was a black woman up here cussing like this, you'll have a whole slew of black men conservative. Oh, look, she's so ghetto. She don't know how to conduct herself like a lady. What was all the cussing for? But let a white, what's her name? MAGA person do it. They could do any and everything. You see, it's the bullshit for me. It's the bullshit. It is the bullshit. And it wasn't just the Dems. It was not the Dems. It was everybody that saw injustice with the police. If people that's fighting for justice, if that's Democrats, then God, everybody that's a Dem, they fight for justice because that's what that was about. It had nothing to do with Dems and Republicans, but that is how her mind operates because you have to be cult-like. You have to You can't have a mind of your own. So you mean to tell me no Republicans was disgraced by what they saw with George Floyd? Huh? I'm asking y'all. Press 10 if you think it was Republicans that was disgraced what happened to George Floyd. Press 15 if you feel like nope, every Republican they felt that the police should have got out, or this wasn't cool with that George Floyd shit. If they felt the same way Marjorie feel about George Floyd, we know they don't like him. We saw how they try to spin it. They try to say that the police did not take him out of here. They tried to say he passed away because he was a drug addict. They did put out he's a convicted felon, and they was painting him to be a horrible man so you won't feel sorry for him. So you can see him as an animal. So you won't see him as a human being. They did not want you to sympathize for this man's life. And that is how they see a lot of people's lives. They do not care about the human race. They only care about like-minded and whoever's going to bend the knee to their beliefs. They don't care about the human race. They don't care about anything else, but what they want is power and control over all. They want to dominate. That's what they want. Renee donated $3. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Okay. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Please donate. All right. So I'm scared to hit again. Let's let
over George Floyd, and Raskin is in there saying we worship him. Excuse me, let me correct you, and this is really important. I don't worship, I worship God. God.
You hold on. I know a liar when I see a liar. You worship God, but you saying all this profanity. You got all this hate in your heart. Marjorie, you full of hate. You walk with hate. You look like hate. Hate is what you are. Look at you turning red, like the devil that you are. You worship God with all that profanity, and you're saying it in the same sentence, and you're supposed to be a representation for everybody in America? Give me a break. Give me a effing break. This is a lie, and this is a stunt that, girl, bye. Bye. I don't see it. I don't see it. We all know that Trump is your Lord and Savior, okay?
Jesus is my savior. I don't worship President Trump. And I'm really sick and tired of the bullshit annex I have to deal with.
All that cussing, but you're supposed to be a Christian, a good representation. Turning red? Nah. That's not how you represent, sweetheart. And I'm surprised because why ain't her white men telling her like the black men tell the black woman, you need to calm down. You need to say it like a lady. You see, these black women, they get so emotional. That's why they shouldn't be empowered. She talking based on her emotions. That's what they would have said if it was a black girl. But you see, the white men, they stand up for their white women. You know, they let their white women talk and express themselves without trying to put them down and demonize them. They have their back. That's how Marjorie feels so comfortable saying what the hell she gonna say, because she got a whole bunch of real men that's gonna ride for her. Okay, and I'm not saying it as a compliment because I don't like none of them, but they do ride for her.
From the Democrats. So that's what we just went through in there. And then they're sitting there, they can attack my character all day long. What's his face in there? Whoever was talking last was calling me insane, but yet we can't say, oh, they're attacking my character. Oh no, it's nonstop.
Oh girl, shut the hell up, because you're the first one attacking people's character. Let's not talk about eyelashes, bad built bitch, okay? Bad built, okay? Is that where you wearing all them blacks? Okay, you don't want to see us with that wide back? Girl. Is that hair really bleached? Did she really bleach that hair? Nah, so she can dish it, but she can't take it. Yeah. Ooh. I need y'all to like this video. I need y'all to call in. I'm looking in the comment section. She is racist. She's very racist.
Yes, and annex. You want to know why? The Democrats don't have anything. They're responsible for the lockdowns, forced vaccinations, kids being forced to stay home, people committing suicide, and horror.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Lies, lies she tell. Didn't we just have an article? People are taking their life out because Trump got 34 felons. If they say Trump does not get elected, they're going to cause chaos on America. Who's pushing this hate spirit, this dark cloud? Who's rallying up all these guns? Who's pushing out all these guns? And what does guns do? Okay, who takes out most people in America besides, cancer and stuff is the guns. Guns is a big issue. But yet we want to force them in everybody's hands. I want to go here. Who am I? Okay, shout out to them. I'll put them in a credit. But let's go into the courtrooms today. And feel free to call in and hit that chat. I want to know what you guys think about all this.
Science, Mr. Fauci?
I am a scientist who uses the scientific method to gain information.
Yes, you said you represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I was not here, but I saw a member of this committee questioned whether or not you represent science and tried to make that in some offensive way. I just want you to know most Americans don't think she represents Congress.
So one of the things I've learned.
That.
So
Say that.
I hear now you double Fauci.
Say that. Oh, glory to God. Glory to God. Yes. Yes. She moves in chaos. She moves in hate. She is no way love. She don't walk in love. She walks in hate and chaos. Okay? Ain't no Christian of mine. That ain't no real Christian. Okay? And homeboy, he said, honey, a lot of people don't even recognize you as a Congress. So should we really call you what we think you should be called? And why is she still here? And why? You know why she's still here? Because she's a plant. She's a plant just like Sexy Red. Do you know Sexy Red is out here on these stages promoting Trump, promoting MAGA? I told y'all she is a plant. The MAGA people be putting up Sexy Red and Kodak Black and all them thug rappers, and they want to put this is what black people are, and they're going to have them to push their audience to get that vote for them. That's all it's about. Because trust and believe, Sexy Red, if she was not pushing for Trump, the conservatives would be all up on Sexy Red neck, because we all know that it's not what they stand for and that's not what they like. But because she is bending the knee and she is supporting their Lord and Savior, they are giving her grace and tolerance, okay? Girl, and she is sad because she don't know it. She don't know it. She don't know how they really feel about Sexy Red. Do y'all think she really know how they feel about her? Talk about supporting your enemy. I got to watch this again.
Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci?
Stevie Ray said, yeah, she had a whole stage, child. She put a big red Make America Great Again on the stage. She's been doing this. She's a plant. And I believe she's probably planted by the MAGA people, just like they back in Kodak Black and all these other thug trios.
Scientist who uses the scientific method to gain.
Now, Florida native, stop the trolling, because she is nowhere near smart. Talking about smart people support Trump. Okay, let's talk about Shamar Moore. Not Shamar Moore, but Shamar. Y'all know that Shamar dude, that gay dude, Happy Pride. Okay. She pissed me off with that comment. Okay. Nah. What's his name? Shamar for Trump. Okay. Black gay man for Trump. Let's see. Okay. This is the people that's voting for Trump. You're right. So this is how they see people as smart. This one right here. Now, I wonder, how does Trump really feel about his ass? Okay. What do y'all think the Republicans really feel about Shamar? Huh? What do you feel like? What do you think that what do they say about Shamar? What would they say about him, huh? And he's up there capping for his own death. They will hang him if they could in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Just because he does not conform into their idealistic world of what a man should be, just because his sexuality, just because his ass black, just because he does not come off as together, because you know he got that side body. They're gonna discriminate and hate on all that shit. But this is the type of African Americans that's root for him. Him, that's Sexy Red. Shit, it might even be Miss Netta. And y'all love to pump these individuals on platform. Why are y'all giving these individuals on platforms? I'd never talk about his ass. Okay. Okay, so let's not go there. And I know y'all don't want to hear him. Do y'all want to hear him? Oh, I really don't want to hear him. Do I ever talk about this individual? Okay, you'll never catch me talking about motherfuckers like that. I mean, the least person you'll hear me talking about is Krishan, and that's only because I do believe she has a little bit of potential. But Shamar, I'm not about to waste my time. But let's go back here.
Information.
Yes, you said you represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I was not here, but I saw a member of this committee questioned whether or not you represent science and tried to make that in some offensive way. I just want you to know most Americans don't think she represents Congress.
So one of the things I've learned.
Thank you, Florida Democrat. It's about damn time you Democrats speak up. I know you Dems got some fire in you, goddammit. Okay? Thank you. Okay, I'm glad somebody socked it to her ass.
So I hear now you double Fauci. So I don't want you to be offended by that.
Thank you, Congressmember Moskowitz and Democrats for putting these MAGA Republicans in their place. So the MAGA Republicans on Monday held a subcommittee hearing to spread lies about COVID because they think this will be helpful for them and Donald Trump and their extremist base. You had MAGA Republicans just saying the most offensive and unhinged things, led by Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jim Jordan. And fortunately, you had the pro-democracy Democrats pushing back, mocking them, calling them out, and coming with the facts. Let's just take a look at what went down here. Marjorie Taylor Greene says that what this subcommittee should be doing is arresting Dr. Fauci immediately. That's what she says while Dr. Fauci's there. Play the clip.
You know that what this committee should be doing? We should be recommending you to be prosecuted. We should be writing a criminal referral because you should be prosecuted for crimes against humanity. You belong in prison, Dr. Fauci.
Mr. Chairman,
She then says to Dr. Fauci, "You're not a doctor. You're no doctor." He's one of the most well-respected doctors on a bipartisan basis for nearly 4 decades. Before Donald Trump and the MAGA says everything's rigged and everything's fake. Here's what Marjorie Taylor Greene said. Play this clip.
You think that's appropriate? Do the American people deserve to be abused like that, Mr. Fauci? Because you're not doctor. You're Mr. Fauci in my few minutes.
And look how she's talking. That aggressive, nasty ass tone. I mean, if she was saying you want a McDouble cheeseburger, the tone and how she says it is so nasty. I'm not answering shit, okay? It's not, have you guys ever heard this saying? It's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And how she comes across is nasty, hateful, and evil because that is just who she is. She cannot turn it off and on. This is just who she is, and it's sad that these are the figures that they're pushing, but they are an eye-opener, and you guys are all sleeping. You better get woke. You better get woke because they're going to place more of these Marjories that's going to be 5 times worse and 5 times younger because they are training their young ones that have this same mindset of hatefulness. and nastiness. And they push their girls to speak up and speak how they want to speak. And these girls, they know how to switch it. They know how to play really aggressive. Then they know how to tone it down, you know? Whew. And they men support them.
No, I don't need your answer. I want to talk about this right here.
Mr. Chairman,
Fauci, I
objection.
reclaim my
Mr.
time.
Objection.
I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time, Mr. Raskin.
Gentlelady will
Point of order.
suspend.
Mr.
Point
Chairman,
of order.
just in terms of the rules of decorum, are we allowed to deny that a doctor is a doctor just because we don't want him to be a doctor?
Yes, because in my time,
Nobody's talking to you. She is so rude and she's out of order, you guys. And you guys are all saying this and no outrage. Y'all don't care. No decorum at all. Says what she want to say. But this would have been a black woman. All hell would have broke loose. This is why we shouldn't have black women. Y'all don't know how to act. Y'all always acting ghetto. Y'all always trying to overstep y'all place. Y'all always trying to act like a man. Act like a man. He wasn't even talking to her. Look at the black woman. Always got something to say. Oh, black women got so hard out here in these streets. Ooh, wait. I tell you. But Marjorie, honey, her being, clear and MAGA, or just her being MAGA, because if she was black and MAGA, I think it'd be cool too. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to pick and choose who they're going to criticize. And it seemed like these people are the loudest ones in the room. But we already know, just because you're the loudest doesn't mean that you're right. Just because you're the loudest doesn't mean that you are the majority. You're just very loud and flamboyant. That's all that is. Okay? That's all that is. Very loud.
that man does not deserve to have a license. As a matter of fact, it should be revoked and he belongs in
Gentlelady will
prison.
suspend.
See,
The gentlelady should recognize the doctor as a doctor.
Truth Davis, are you going to bless us with your voice today, Truth Davis? Truth Davis, I'm ready for you. Call up here, Truth Davis. I want to talk the truth.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is this what we have become? Is this what we have devolved into?
Here's an exchange between Democratic Congressmember Robert Garcia and Marjorie Taylor Greene, where she interjects and says, he's not respected. We're not calling him doctors. That's what she kept on doing throughout this hearing. Play this clip.
I was going to say what Representative Raskin said. That's completely unacceptable to be able to deny Dr. Fauci, who's here, a respected member of the medical community, his title. And that's actually a personal attack on his character.
And I have instructed her.
he's not respected.
And I've instructed her to address him as a doctor.
I'm not
Gentlelady shall
addressing him as
continue.
doctor. Let's talk about
Mr. Chairman,
this.
I
I'm
would
reclaiming
move
my.
that
Why does it seem like the Speaker of the House don't even have balls? It seemed like Marjorie is the one that has this tone, like she run this shit. She seemed like she is the authority figure in the room. She comes off like she thinks that she's better than everybody else in that room. She has no respect for her other people, how she talks to people. You don't talk to people that way, but this is how these MAGA people gonna talk to all of y'all, and clearly y'all gonna take it. This is how they're gonna start talking to y'all in the grocery stores, and you gonna take it. At the malls, you gonna take it. Gas stations, you gonna take it. It's gonna be a real different treatment. Truth Davis, I'm so glad that you joined me. What's your thoughts about all this?
I'm reclaiming.
Are you there, Truth? All right, let me know when you're talking.
My time.
words get taken
I'm
down.
reclaiming my time.
Second that.
Point of order.
Suspend.
All right.
Then Marjorie Taylor Greene randomly talks about how she doesn't worship Trump, despite the fact that people say that the MAGA Republicans worship Trump. Play this clip.
That her words be taken down, Mr. Chair. Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a point of order.
Mr.
Because
Griffin
they
is
accused us
Mr.
of
Griffin is-
worshiping
Gentlelady
President
will-
Trump. We don't
Gentlelady-
worship President Trump.
Gentlelady will suspend. Mr. Griffin, you have a point of order.
All right, that is a commercial, Truth. I don't know what happened. I clicked on it, but you wasn't speaking, so I kicked you out. If you can call back, maybe the audio can work better now. But Truth Davis, if you guys have never heard her speak, she is very knowledgeable. And when I tell you she got passion and fire under her belt, that's why I love her.
Oh no, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know. Maybe showing up to his criminal trial, a now convicted felon, then someone on trial for falsifying business records in connection with hush money payments, and the fact that he dressed all of the MAGA Republicans up in the same long red ties to look like him, where he all went and attacked the judge's daughter. I don't know. Seems a little culty to me.
Attack the judge's daughter. I didn't hear that. I know, man, this is a violent group. Attacking a judge's daughter, kidnapping governors. And I'm just surprised that we don't have more outlash than this. Shit. Truth Davis, talk to me. Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you, girl. It sounds like you way back in Africa. I can't hear you. Okay, call on that other phone or call on the phone line. You can call this phone line too. Oh, no, take that ugly ass out. You can call this phone line too, you know. So if you guys want to call the phone line, I'm going to wait for Truth Davis to holler in. And you know, y'all gonna get enough of, well, it don't got nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with me. Bitch, everything got something to do with you. It's gonna trickle down to you. Everything in this world, it affects every other thing. It's a domino. Just because they tipping it at the front and your ass at the back or the end, as sooner or later, it's gonna knock on your damn door. Now, when it knocks on your door and you look around and you like, help, where was you when everybody else needed help? Where was your ass? And you're going to get mad when people say, well, shit, your ass ain't helped me. Suffer yourself. You better get involved. That's how these clear people get in power. They in everybody's business. They know something about everybody. And that's how they can stay in power, to get involved and to dominate or to be knowledgeable about every group of people, about everything, and try to figure out how they're going to do it. These people, MAGA, they study their enemies. They don't sleep. They think about their enemies, how they going to destroy their enemies. You sitting up there, well, I don't bother nobody. Ain't nobody gonna bother me. Bullshit. You know that don't go like that. This is like going to the grocery store or the gas station. And because you feel like you don't bother anybody, nobody's gonna pick with you. Just because you're alive, somebody gonna bother you. You might get tapped on your shoulder, okay? Okay, you might get robbed, okay? So this mentality, just because you don't bother nobody, ain't nobody gonna bother you. I don't know where y'all learned that from, because life has told us all that is not the case. Sooner or later, somebody coming. Be prepared.
There's another MAGA Republican, Maliotakis, and here she just doesn't have the facts. If you elect clowns like this is what's going to happen. And she goes, so how much royalties were you making off of COVID? And Dr. Fauci's like, zero? I'm not making money off of this. What are you talking about? Here, play this clip.
The conspiracy. Appreciate that. Dr. Fauci, how much have you earned from royalties from pharmaceutical companies since the pandemic began in 2021?
Zero.
It says NIH scientists made $710 million in royalties from drug makers. You're saying that you did not receive any of the $710 million.
On COVID, I received, I think, $122 for a monoclonal antibody that I made 27 years ago.
Okay, so just in general, though, how much have you received, not related to COVID, just in general, how much have you received in royalties between 2021 and 2023?
I think none.
Okay, so somebody received the $710 million.
Somebody did, but not me.
You didn't receive any royalties. Okay.
I see no royalties associated with COVID. I mentioned.
I said.
You know, I want to.
No, I just said.
I'm on the record, and I want to make sure that this is clear. That I've developed a monoclonal antibody about 25 years ago that's used as a diagnostic that has nothing to do with COVID, and I receive an average of about $120 a year from that
Okay,
patent.
but the bottom line,
By the way, that's why I think it's important that we all watch these hearings. And yes, they're on C-SPAN, but it's important that you share these videos and just let people know what's up, because, you know, in the
Right, it was none. Shit, she was trying to make a thing a thing. It was none. It was none. Shit.
hearings, the MAGA Republicans.
She had an agenda before she was asking all those damn questions.
You have the truth and the facts on the side of the Democrats. They just get exposed so easily when the MAGA Republicans don't have their right-wing propaganda networks to amplify it, and when these pro-democracy Democrats go on the offense. Here is Democratic Congress member Jamie Raskin saying, look, they're treating you like a convicted felon, but actually, if you were a convicted felon, maybe they treat you with respect, because apparently all the Republicans care about now are convicted felons. Play the clip.
I want to join my colleague from Florida in apologizing to you that some of our colleagues in the United States House of Representatives seem to want to drag your name through the mud. They're treating you, Dr. Fauci, like a convicted felon. Actually, you probably wish they were treating you like a convicted felon. They treat convicted felons with love and admiration. Some of them blindly worship convicted felons.
They do.
This was an important.
They do. They worship convicted felons. Talk about that. Talk about that. Okay. Convicted felon. Convicted felon Donald Trump. That's what it is.
Of the hearing, though, where Congress member Jamie Raskin says,
and Truth Davis, you know what? I would just say call the number. You've tried the stream live 3 or 4 times. If you don't call that number, if you don't want to, just put *67 to block your number. I'm not going to do nothing with your phone number. Well, just call the regular line so you can just be on the phone, because the stream line it's a struggle for you.
in your entire career, nearly 40 years, have you ever been?
Are you there, Truth Davis?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is this better? Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm going to just come in right quick. Let me tell people a little bit about Dr. Fauci, what I know. I've worked with that man. They have an allergy and immunology clinic in Bethesda. That's where all the funding for cancer research, vaccine research, they even do the AIDS research, HIV research, all the research comes through NIH. They send out billions of dollars all over this world to various people and corporations to make sure that we are safe. People don't even realize that veterinarians do more than just take care of animals. They are the reason why we don't have high incidence of foodborne illnesses, because of veterinarians that's working at NIH. They have a cure for hepatitis. They have a cure now that they working with sickle cell. They even working on, they almost done with the cure for HIV. I say this to say this. When a person is jealous of someone's status, they will use everything they can to attack it. Marjorie Taylor Greene, only status she has is that she was a bodybuilder and she weightlifted. Okay, research her. Number one, I am sick and tired of listening to a woman who she mispronounced words, don't know the definitions, and always attacking people with status. She attacked Jasmine, she attacked the AOC, she attacked anyone that she thinks got more than she has. And that's what MAGAs do. MAGAs want people at their lowest level. They think that all black people do is smoke Newports, got gold teeth, listen to rap music. That's all they think of us. They don't know that we're intelligent creatures. We the ones that invented the alphabet. They don't know that. That's the reason why they won't teach it.
They know it, but they're in denial. They know it, but they want to hide the truth.
They want
to power. They know your potential, but they don't want you to know it. That's
right. They want anytime a man goes on and sell gold sneakers, gold gym shoes, Cause he hustling, cause he thinking that we gonna run out and buy gym shoes. Really?
Right. Yeah.
I'm from Detroit. We buy Gators. Okay. So the whole thing in a nutshell, they don't think much of us. And hollering about, oh, he freed Kodak Black, not without a price. Kodak paid money for that price. He paid money to get out.
Say something about that, Truth Davis. What have Kodak Black done for me? Nothing. Kodak Black ain't nothing but a goddamn puppet for Trump. Okay? And if your identity in Kodak Black, shame on you.
And they sitting up here, I done heard more black men talk about, oh, sexy red is what black women are and all this. But now she's supporting Trump. She their best friend. She their best friend.
That shit. You see how they flip that shit, girl?
They flip it, but any intelligent person will sit back and start looking at what they're doing. They trying to take affirmative action from you, okay? They trying to take things from you. They using what they call it when the clear people having issues and they not getting what they want. So what they'll do is reverse racism now, because now they're tired of it. But it's like this: everybody need to wake up. You need to read about the people that you're supporting. You need to read about the people that they're using. I just remember all that backlash with Sexy Red. You remember how black men were talking, she's this and she's that. But now,
yeah, she's a plant. She's a plant to ruin the black image. But you know what? They're going to use her for that purpose. And then when they get in, they're going to hang her.
They're going to throw her away like she's
got it. Do all of them. They're going to do the black men like that. They're going to throw them black men on the front line when they go to war, because war is coming. So all them black men, they can go.
You see what they did? You see how
all them gays and lesbians, that's good for him. He going to get rid of y'all asses. He going to discriminate y'all. That's already in Project.
You see how he did Omarosa? You see how he did Omarosa? He got her up there, used her, and they had to get Secret Service to pull her out like she was being evicted. They had to pull her out. You see what I'm saying?
He do all his people like that. Use them and abuse them and throw them away. And just like they said, okay, that man he was working with, he got in trouble. Ain't he in jail? The one that was paying that porn girl.
Yeah, he doing 10 months in Rikers Island. Now, I'm not from New York, but I've heard Rikers Island is no joke. I've heard it's no joke.
Ooh. And look how Stacey Dash ended up. She is effed up with them damn Republicans.
And y'all girl Candace, you see what he did to Candy Bear? You see what he did to Candy Bear? Candy Bear.
Whatever she got what she damn deserves. She ain't get enough yet.
Candy Bear is out here struggling. Now she's trying to come back. She want a black card back. She want a black. Yes, she does.
That shit is thrown up and screwed. But you know, some of these black people, they so goddamn hungry. They just gonna accept it because she sound intelligent. She sound, girl, she gonna set your ass right on up.
That woman used the NAACP up there in Connecticut when they ganged up on her, and then she turned around and turned her back. And now that she got a publicist,
a snake, she cannot be trusted. She
got a publicist, and now she got a stylist. She all that in a bag of chips. That's all she needed. But I'm gonna tell you, black women.
Wait, how about this? Usually they upset when a black woman want to be with a white man, but I guess with her it's an exception, right?
Oh, because you know what? She doesn't appeal to the black man except when she's down in black women. See, they only appeal when you're down in a black woman. You're down, that's when they appeal. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you sit up here, I don't care if I'm standing in front of others and there's black men and black women. I don't care if I don't even like the ones I'm with. I'm gonna stand by them because guess what? I can relate to them. I'm not gonna sit up here and start talking about, you know, no, I don't do that. And I'm gonna tell you, I am sitting in a place right now that there's nothing but others around me. Okay? And they are supporters of MAGA. But guess what? I'm going to stand true and I'm going to stand fast. I don't believe nothing that man say. I believe he's a user. He gonna use all them people that with them red ties and them red dresses.
What you talking about? Put a name on it. Oh,
I'm gonna just tell you this.
I cannot. Man, tell the name so we got a lot of men on the screen. I don't want people to think you talking about one of these men on the screen. Who you talking about?
That the man is not on the screen. You don't have him on the screen right now.
Okay, you talking about the felon?
The convicted felon?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. The convicted felon.
You talking about the felon Trump.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not the 34 counts.
Yeah.
You talking about the man that owes $100 million for rape? I'm sorry. Essaying somebody. You talking about him?
Girl, you talking about the man that go around grabbing women by the kitty cat? You talking
by the Oochie Cots.
Yeah. You talking about the man that cheated on his wife? What? How many? Not one time, not two times, but probably 3 times. Is that the man you talking about?
A minimum of 3 times. He's a chronic cheater. Oh, are we talking about the twice divorced man? Are we talking about him? Twice divorced?
Are we talking about the man that's in hands with Putin? Is that who we talking about?
Are we talking about the man that will sell his own daughter for $2 billion?
That's the man. You talking about the man that has Marjorie Greene up here attacking black women. Is that the man you talking about?
Yes. Is that the man that only like a certain type of woman around him, and she doesn't qualify or quantify for his type? She's not his type. She's not his type. She too masculine looking. She's masculine. Now Jasmine is more his type because she's very feminine. But Marjorie, no. How many times have you seen the 34 count convicted felon? How many times you seen him even around MTG? How many times you have seen him around her?
He's probably a slick lesbian. And ain't nothing wrong with lesbian. Shout out to LGBT. But I
don't think nobody wants her. Her husband done left her. I don't think nobody wants her. I don't care who it is.
That's a damn beard. Okay.
I don't. The husband got up and left, and he said he couldn't take no more of her. He said he couldn't take no more.
I don't blame him.
And that's why I say you sitting up here attacking Dr. Fauci, but his credentials speak for themselves. His credentials speak for himself. And when you need a doctor, you don't want a doctor. You want a credentialed doctor. You don't want a Marjorie Taylor Greene telling you, oh, don't go to the doctor. Don't go to the doctor. That's what people don't realize.
This is bigger than this. They are trying to tear down doctors. They want to reestablish everything. They want religious doctors because they want to have control over the abortion, and they're going to want more Christians in there to dictate what's going to happen, who gets service, who's going to get saved, who's not going to get saved. They want to play God. They want to play God. Well, that's what they want to do. They are trying
to play God.
They want heaven on earth. They want their own heaven on earth. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, let me pull you back a little bit, Miss Gigi. Those are not Christians. Those are not Christians. Jesus. Let me call on Jesus, because when he comes, every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. Let me explain something about Christians. A Christian loves the sinner, not the sin. We are yet every day we sin by thought, by word, by deed. And every night you ask for forgiveness. And what a Christian does not sit up here and say, oh, I don't like him because of this, or I don't like him. That's not what a Christian does. And I'm gonna tell you something. I am praying that whatever happens, God has mercy on Trump. He has mercy. You pray for mercy and grace, because you can't keep going around doing stuff to people and don't think it's not coming back. You have to pray for mercy. And that's what Christian does. And these Christians out here sending hellfire and all that, that's not God. That's you. That's you doing all this because you want to get even. People, the best revenge is served cold. You don't sit up here and say, oh, I'm going to get revenge on Gigi because she did this. No. You pray when somebody has intentionally hurt you, you let them go, forgive them, and move on. That's what's wrong with Trump.
Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you, talking right. But guess what? We got Satan in the mix. And you know Lucifer. You know he was created by God. And you know Lucifer felt that God, I hear you, but you being too damn nice. You too nice. They not respecting you. You need to put fear of them. And I feel like I can do it better, God. I can do it better. I can get these people in order. So, nah, I don't like how you doing it. I'm going to catch them all. I'm going to down them all. And I'm going to make them fear me. I don't give a damn about no free will. I'm going to make them. I'm going to manipulate them so they can really love you.
Every time it's like this. You can sit up and do whatever you want. Because that's one thing about God. He gives you free will. Only angels don't have free will. Man has free will to serve or not serve. That's your will. But guess what? When everything hits the fan, don't come running because I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance to redeem yourself. I gave you a chance. If Trump was truly about living his best life and going on, he would say, you know what? 34 counts. Y'all got me. This is it. Y'all got me. I can't do nothing with 34 counts. You can't serve in the military with a felony. You can't even go work in a hospital with a felony. Right now, theoretically, he can't even vote because he's been convicted of a felony.
And watch how they play out. Now, truth hurts. If they allow this clear man to do everything, you notice they still on that bullshit. They still on that race stuff.
If he allowed to continue, then everybody that go apply for a job at the bank and they have been convicted of any type of theft, they need to get the job. You need to get the job because guess what?
I got something else, baby. How about the felons that applied and got rejected? Can they sue now? Can we sue? Is that a lawsuit?
If they let this man go on do what he gonna do, yes. Why can't you?
Why can't we sue?
Because you can sue. Think about something. Right now, they overturning all those marijuana convictions. Because they decriminalized the marijuana. All of marijuana convictions are being overturned. Okay, and that come on now, think about it. If one person, if you let theoretically Trump, the president is representative of America. He's representative of us and what we think. That's what he's supposed to do. He's our head representative. He's supposed to go to the table. This is what America wants. This is what they voted me for. So if Trump is a convicted felon, that means all the convicted felons can do what they want to. Okay? They can do what they want to.
You're right. You're right about it. Now, did you hear what she said about George Floyd?
How long Mr. Floyd been dead? How long he been dead?
I don't know, years, but she's still thinking about him. They still thinking about him.
That's a shame that you are so bothered by a person that has no longer here that you got to keep bringing him up. Ain't that something? That means there's something wrong with you.
Democrats, she said the Democrats worship a felon named George Floyd. That's what she said.
And what is worship? What is worship?
Worship.
What is worship?
She says that people rioted about George Floyd. People got his picture on walls and stuff, and that's worship. Because they hate George Floyd.
I don't understand. Well, then Well, if that's considered worship, that they memorialize him, because that's what we put headstones up. We memorialize the people we love and miss. If that's the case, then why are those gym shoes that your boy was selling and the Bible? Don't forget the Bible he was selling, that he put his name in the Bible. He put his name in the Bible. He signaled. Ain't that a type of worship? Ain't it a type of worship?
Isn't that blasphemy?
Yeah, ain't it a type of worship? Ain't it a type of worship that you had to sign? You had to put your signature on everybody's stimulus check. Ain't that a form of worship? Ain't that a form of worship? Yeah. Don't give me that, MTG. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Because that woman is she's chaos and confusion. And that's what she's there for. As you say, Gigi, she is a plant. That's your plant right there. Yeah. She's there to do exactly what she's supposed to do.
They're going to plant many more if y'all don't stop them. If y'all don't stop them at the polls, they're going to be planting many more of them. And
I say right now, in your district, wherever you live, you can get out and be more active. You can become a councilman. You can be a councilman. You can go door to door and say, this is what I'm running on. I am tired of no street lights being on my street and people coming home and all the street lights out. Let me run on that. Find something that bothers you and you know it bothers other people, and run for your council. Run for your state. Run, because guess what? It's the state that's controlling everything. The feds just send out money. That's all they do. We're going to give you $1 billion. Here, take it and do whatever you need to do with it. You can go to your PTA. Go to your PTA and go there and say, I want,
but
I'm going to Gigi, and then I'm gonna get off the phone because I
gotta say something real quick, but you're speaking right. But this is what I fear, Truth Davis. Everything that you say, if he get involved, it will all be turned around. He will change it all, because they are going to get rid of the three, the Congress, they're getting rid of all that. They want one man to be in power, which is a Republican, and they already have the plan for him. So all this stuff, the state.
You talking about 2025? You talking about 2025?
They're not doing none of that. They just want one man running the show.
So we going back to a dictator. We going back. So
that's what they want. That's what they want. Have you seen many Republicans speak out and say, no, this is not right? It had to be, because they pushed it so far. We are hearing about it. It ain't no secret. They want us to know what's up.
Well, they can know whatever, they can do whatever they need to do, because I'm gonna tell you something. There are people in this world that are anointed. And I remember looking at this little thing that the guy said, you got to watch how you treat people. You got to watch how you treat people, because you don't know who here anointed by God. You don't know who they are. And you got to treat people accordingly. You got to treat them. And it's like this. If you sitting around here plotting my demise, those 4 fingers pointing back at you, you can't plot people's demise. All I'm saying is we got to come together, and you got to read, and you can't go by MSNBC, Fox News. You got to read. You got to read about these people. You got to go and research them. You got to research the person that's running for mayor. You got to research the person that's running for your council. You got to research your governor. You got to know what they stand on. And I'm like this, if they stand on half the principles that you feel like that's who you vote for. That's who you vote for. Look at what's going on in Atlanta right now. Look what's going on in Atlanta. They had a major water break. It wasn't no water in Atlanta. None. The water shut down. Something happened to the pipes. And guess what? That mayor he was in Memphis. Guess what they did, Gigi? Honey, they got on the phone, started calling him. He got his behind back to Atlanta to take care of the emergency. He had to come back and take care of the emergency.
Well, I see it, Truth. I see it on the other side. This is how they play it. They not gonna tell their people go read they like, you know what? These niggas dumb. They ain't gonna read. Why tell them to go read? This what we gonna do. We find out what they like, what they listen to. We gonna put somebody in there. We'll pay them, or we'll find out what they want. Y'all want to smoke? Y'all want criminals to be out of jail? Okay, we'll do that. Now tell them we got their back. And they talk to them in their own language. Okay, this group. Okay, so y'all want women to stay at home? Okay, I got y'all. I'm gonna make it where these jobs gonna be X, Y, and Z. Go spread it to your mass of men and tell them to vote for me. And at the end of the day, these motherfuckers lazy, girl. They don't want to do all that, and they feel like, okay, well, Trump promised me this. Trump said this. And he's going to do it. And he said he's going to do it. And he like, just let me handle it. And I'm going to take care of it. You don't got to do no research. You don't got to do this. I got y'all. I hear you.
Do you see where he says, quote, he about to open up jobs for black people? Do you see where that's part? I'm sitting up here. Tell me where they're not opening up jobs for black, brown, all colors of people. Because everywhere I go, it said, we're hiring. We're hiring on the spot.
And you got to remember, these black people, they in their mind, it's like, oh my God, he for us. For black people, when they see for black people, they say, oh, it's specialized for us. He cares for us. He gonna get his jobs, y'all. Oh my goodness, he gonna have my son employed. Ooh-wee. You know, with that
the only reason why I looked at a video today that kind of got to me, and I watched what was on there. It was a girl. She got 60,000 views. TikTok, you know how TikTok do. She got 60,000 views. She said in her TikTok, "I'm going to retire early." So she works as a data analyst during the day, and then at night she works customer service at Amazon. I saw somebody say in her comments, "Girl, you working yourself to death." I said, what? She's working herself to death because she got a plan, and this is what she planned to do. This is what she said she's going to do by the age of 30. She said she's going to have $1 million. That's what she said. Now, I don't know how much $1 million is going to look like in 5 years, but she said she's going to have $1 million. But people are saying, oh, that's too much. That's too much. It's not too much. It's not too much, because you got to plan ahead. And I told you last night, and I'm telling you now, famine is coming. Famine is coming. We got so much feast. Famine is coming. And them people are not going to write for you to get no food stamps unless you're 70 years old and you got multiple diagnoses. That's what the Republicans will do. They feel like everybody should work to pay for them. They feel like the billionaires are owed tax cuts, and the people that work, you need to work more. That's what you're doing. So sit up here.
They don't want y'all to be working from home. They cut off.
No.
They gonna want your ass to go in to that 9 to 5. Traffic gonna be more tight because they want more control of you.
Yep.
So that's how they do it.
How do they control us? By our phones. They know where we at, what we're doing, how we checked in. They know where we at. That's what the satellites are for.
We gotta come in and check out. We gotta know what you're doing at all times.
I don't know how long you've been voting, but I've been voting.
Paid overtime either. Y'all can cut that out.
I've been voting since I've been 18 years old. And I remember that you used to could take a voter registration card, go get your ID. It was part of your ID and everything. They didn't ask you no questions. They didn't ask you nothing. Now you go get a voter's registration. You got to get your name, your social security number, where you live. Have you ever voted before? And then they ask you, are you voting Democrat, or are you voting Republican or other? That's how they keeping up with us. One day I have to tell you what I'm about to do. Why I got to tell you? Why I got to tell you what I'm about to do? So that's how they get these polls. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Those polls, they're not accurate, depending on who take the polls. If anybody took a statistic class, knows that I can manipulate anything I want for my own gain. You can manipulate. So sitting up here talking about, oh, He's winning. Okay, he's winning. Ain't that what they said?
Wrong.
And sitting up here, like I said, when they start snatching women's rights, when they start snatching women's rights, declare women's rights, oh, it's on and popping. You snatch their rights. Because, see, we used to our rights being snatched to us. We used to it. Okay, they took this from us. Because we'll make lemonade out of lemon. Whatever you give us.
Black women, it's time for you to rise. It's time. Do not let these black men hold you down. Tell you why are you acting like that? You embarrassing me when you're speaking out. You make me feel less of a man because you speaking out. Won't you just wait till I say something? Won't you just sit down and just be nice and sweet? Hell no, they don't have your best interest at heart. It's time for you to rise. You can have as much power as the Jays have if y'all can sit together and rise above it. The power is in you. You're very powerful, but you allow these men to hold you back. Are you there, Truth? Did I step on some toes? Truth. I think Truth done left after that, y'all. Truth Davis. Truth hurts. I can't hear Truth no more. Truth done gone. Y'all see that? Damn. Oh, y'all need to share this live. I'm preaching in this motherfucker today. Okay. Y'all see Betty with me. I know that's right. That's the key, Gigi. That's right, Betty. You don't got to sit down no longer. You have the power. You have the power. Ooh. All right. So call in. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to try this caller. 478. You're live on the air. 478.
Hey, Gigi.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I've been listening in. Y'all definitely, spot on with Trump and the Republicans.
Thank you.
My thing of it is, you got the right wing, which is the Republicans. You got the left wing, which is the Democrats. All of it's the same bird at the end of the day. Trump, he's guilty as sin with all his 34 counts.
I hear what you're saying, 478, but I have to disagree. And the reason why I tell you, because history repeats itself. Do you know what happened back in the 1500s over in England?
Educate me on it.
Okay, so if you guys know, do you guys know about the Yorks and the Lancasters? Press 1 if you guys know about the York and Lancasters. Do you guys know about Tudor? You heard the watch Tudor. Are you familiar with Tudor?
A little bit.
Okay, so basically, the York and Lancasters, they were at war for years, and they were relatives. They were a powerful royal family, but they were fighting for the throne. So to me, it definitely feels like this because, hell, I don't know if they are related or not, but they were fighting to have their people, and it was about labels, the Yorks versus the Lancasters, and it was constantly war a lot of years. And that within that war, Tudor, came up, and it's a good story. Y'all got to look at it. I watch Star's version of it. It's a movie. I watched The White Princess, The White Queen with Elizabeth York, and it goes into the Tudor. I haven't followed the Tudor, but I've just saw the documentary when Tudor was a little boy. And they made him illegitimate. They banned him from the country because he was a threat. And anybody that's a threat to the throne, they're going to take you out of here. They were taking out little boys that they were related to because they feel threatened by them. So it was a lot of chaos. So you may see, well, the Yorks and the Lancasters, their family, they all went together. No, they not. Family breaks up. Family can have a hatred for each other that is out of this world. Family can devise. And I think we all know that. We all have had horrible situations with some of our family members. So
yeah,
are they all on the same page? I definitely believe with MAGA and how they do things, the decorum. No, and they are in bed with different countries, and it's more than just America at play. This is the whole world at play. Putin is on his knees. Did you know that Putin is recruiting little boys to fight his war because he's so desperate? Did you know that Putin population hasn't really grown much at all? Okay, so he's really mad about that. It hasn't grown, and I'm thinking, damn, that population, because you know Putin and Russia, their population has been stale for a long time, and they're not. How can I say it about abortions? They not, cool with that abortion shit. They ban all the LGBT shit, and they still ain't popping babies. Now China, that's a different story. China, they popping babies like it ain't shit. At one time, they said China had to ban people for making more babies. It was, I believe, one family a baby or something like that. They got a whole bunch.
Yeah.
How them China motherfuckers? They just fucking what they doing over there in China? Okay, I don't know what they doing, but they definitely know how to
control.
They definitely know, but it's China is 5 times big as America. They got like 4.8 million billion. I don't know. It's a lot of people over there in that goddamn China. Okay, but I say that to say that Putin, he is at his wit's end with the Democrats, and he wants the Democrats to go down. So he is going to connect with Trump and all these enemies. They are connecting together to take it down. It's no more just America. It's the whole countries are involved. We are looking at another World War III in the making. Civil war. We having a war conflict in here and on the outs. So this is going down in history. You guys are seeing history unfold before your eyes. This is a big deal in such a way. And may God have mercy on us all.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I hope I don't want. I hope I don't
for
be
the history books, though.
Yeah, I hope I don't be in a in the movies how they be like, how they be like in a train can somewhere. Hello, you guys. I'm calling in. Are you guys safe out there? But most likely they're probably gonna cut off the power, the electricity, and everything. So it's we just don't know. But either way it go, I definitely feel like it's going to be a war. I feel like Trump is going to say, if you guys don't elect me, it's going to be a war. Shit, it don't matter. If you elect him, it's going to be a war anyway, because he's going to have to, they said that they're going to purge America. Trump, MAGA people on the radio stations, they're very bold, and they're becoming very more bold. They said they are purging the FBI, the police. If you're not Trumpster, then you're getting out of here. They're purging you out. And they're going to cover up all the crimes that they do behind it.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. It just, for me, personally, both parties need to sit down. We never elected, a third party candidate in history in this country. It's time to give the middleman
that would be
a shot.
nice. That would be nice. Both parties sit down, right? The Republicans at a time, they were willing to do it, right? But Republicans, they saw they were losing. And they lost the American people. So they brought in the MAGA crowd, and the MAGA, the Republicans thought that, Trump, they can control him, but Trump flipped it, and he created his own party, and he took over the Republicans. The Republicans is not the Republican parties that it once were. And the MAGA, they don't sit down with anybody. Okay. Only time they're going to sit down if you listen and you shut your mouth. So they are not the same. The MAGA do not tolerate. They are loud. They're going to talk to you in a nasty tone like you are beneath them.
Oh yeah, they're emboldened. Trump has, emboldened him when he got in there. That went down in 2016. When he got in there, and he emboldened, this whole MAGA crowd, and with that, it just, I say it's one of those situations, just like if you have two kids and you catch both of the kids in your purse and you have one of them caught red-handed, you know, with the money. Okay, you get a belt and you discipline him, but the other one don't slid and hid the money, you know, under the couch or whatever like that, and playing innocent, you know. And while you know, going down on the one that's caught red-handed, you know, the other ones, you know, getting away scot-free. You know, that's how I feel about this whole, you know, government process.
You're talking about with Trump being a convicted felon?
Yeah, with Trump being a convicted felon, you know,
well,
he
yeah,
needs to sit down.
I agree. He is the favorite. And I feel that not only is Trump is a favorite in your situation with kids, and you guys know parents, sometimes they do have favorites. We've all heard those stories of the child that felt like there was a black sheep. They felt like I did so much and I still did not get respect. And other kids, they were so bad and they still were favored. So I do understand when you're talking about that effect of it.
You know, because, you know, I feel both parties is failing the low income. Both parties are failing the disabled, the veteran disabled. You know, it's a lot of American people that are disenfranchised because both parties are failing. You know, in both.
Well, I don't know about that part. I definitely need Truth Davis, one of them girls, to come up here. From my understanding, one party want to take those benefits away, while the other party wants to keep them in place. I know one party cares about health care. One party, which is the Democrats, they can put health care free for all. So I cannot say that. The Republicans do not want health care free for all.
Yeah, that's true. The Republicans want to take away some benefits, but you also got in the Senate and in the House of Representatives, you got some turncoat Democrats, just like that turncoat Joe Manchin of West Virginia.
Yeah, but Joe Manchin, he's not even a Democrat. To me, he's a Republican, claiming to be a Democrat. To me, he does not hold democracy Dems values. His values is more Republican, just my perspective. But I don't think he speaks for the most of Democrats. I don't even think he represents most Democrats. So I can't just paint that one person. Versus like Trump with the MAGA. His whole people thinks like him. So it's easy to say, well, you know, Trump and them, because they all think alike. And they're all on one band, one sound. With the Democrats, it's totally different. They all have individual, and sometimes that's why I hear they can't get along, because, you know, they have different talking points, but they do come together to try to understand, and it's more diverse. Versus over in Trump, he gonna make you look diverse, but you gonna have the same mindset. Pretty much, okay, I need a black one. Give me a black one, but let's change the mindset to think like we think. Let me get an Asian. Okay, think like we think. So we have you guys as a face, as a representation. You guys do not represent the majority of the vast of your people, but we're gonna give you a face. Let's get a gay person. Come on. Let's get a gay. Let's get a trend. Come on. Come on. Okay, as long as you think like we think, then we good. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So that's how I see it. But another thing I was going to say, I'm looking in the comment section, reducing black unemployment by 50% is doing nothing. All right, well, come up here. Thank you so much, 478. All right, well, come on up here. All right, come on up here. All right, well, do you guys think, what time should I come back? And what happened to Truth Hurts? I mean, Truth Davis done really took on out. Ooh-wee. Okay, Truth Davis really came on out. And yes, Bernie is a Democrat, and he definitely wanted free health care for everybody. And Bernie, just like a lot of other Democrats, wanted free health care for everybody. They sure did. All right. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. So do you guys think I should come on around 7 or 9? Comment below. Let us know. And I will see you guys later on tonight. And hopefully we get more people up in here. And hopefully Truth Davis come back, because I don't know what happened to Truth. DJ, where you at? I'm going to get on out of here. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the